All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking. And once again, we are live streaming. And as always, or not as always, but as the majority of times, I am joined by my ever faithful companion, Avery Butterworth. Say hi, Avery.
Meep.
Meep. How you doing, man?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Very good. Very good. Well,
Trying to wrap this book up, man.
okay, I hear you. I'm looking forward to it. Now, speaking of Hero Book 1, last year, I forget exactly when, it was probably in November or something, I wanted to try to reach out and show more people Hero. So I started posting pages on LineTunes, Webtoons, and got some followers and some people that regularly checked it out, and it was great. But once I got done with it, I didn't go right into book 2 because it was time to start promoting the color version of book 1. And right at the end of the webtoons is where I start talking about releasing the first issue of Hero in color, and that of course didn't work out too well, but that's okay, no big deal. But something I did not know, because webtoons did not notify me, I had comments on several of the pages.
Oh, cool.
People were leaving comments, and I had no idea. So this evening I went through and I read the comments, and they were very interesting. There were a lot of very good comments, and there was one comment that stood out really well. And it was like on like one of the first or second posting, because I didn't do just one page at a time. I did like 5 or 6 pages at a time. And the person's comment was, "I'm not sure about the plot of this story, but you had me at backgrounds." So like, well, I guess somebody really liked the art. That's cool. So
cool.
Wait till they see the full color version, and they're gonna knock them on their ass, But needless to say, I went through and I saw some of the comments, and I got a chuckle out of some of them, and it would. And the funny part is I have no idea when they posted them. I don't know how long they've been up there. It's just like, thanks Webtoons for telling me that somebody commented on my pages, But oh well, whatever.
Yeah, Webtoons doesn't do that, huh?
Yeah, well, I get notification from Webtoons all the time when something gets updated, but heaven forbid should they tell me that somebody commented on my, Oh, well. So needless to say, we're going to be drawing tonight. I'm going to go ahead and hit the record button and think of something to draw. Well, obviously it'll be Hero, but...
Yeah. Hey, what about that little Hero thing you were doing?
Oh, it was the one that was supposed to be the coloring book.
Yeah, you were doing like this little Hero stuff.
Yeah. I got to
actual stories with that, or
yeah. Well, I got to a certain point and I moved on to something else, and I never went back and finished it. But the story was
there's no actual finished story arc to any of it.
No.
I was going to say that could be like if you had enough for like some kind of little story arc, you could make that an ash can with the book.
Well, the original plan was to make it into a coloring book, and that's why I kept it. I didn't use it. I didn't use a bunch of gray tones and all that stuff. I did just straight black and white, and the idea was that this particular story would be collected as a coloring book. And actually, guys, you wanna see what it is we're talking about here? I'll actually show y'all, since I don't have anything else happening right this second. All right, let me bring up my Photoshop.
I'm thinking it would be a good ash can if there was a little story arc available.
Actually, you know what? I actually have all the pages. Wait. I actually have all the pages on my website.
Glug.
Let me go there.
Okay.
Corner.com. See, y'all go. Oh, you know what it is? I have it on. It's part of my online portfolio. I don't know if everybody has access to that or not. Maybe not. But I set up this online portfolio. This is just like pinups and splash pages. Oh, here it is. Little Hero, the Book of Zeus in progress. But just imagine all these pages as, well, hold on. I know I can zoom, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
I have a zoom button somewhere.
It's when his ears started to first get pointy.
Do I have a zoom? Maybe? No? Damn it, I know I have a zoom somewhere on here.
I could see it.
You can see it?
I can see it fine. It looks, yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Yeah, this was what it was is Hero's out playing by himself, just having a good old time, and then Pudge shows up and the two of them start talking and Pudge says, "Hey, I got to show you this book my mom gave me, and it's a book about Zeus." And this was one of the pages I thought was awesome. Came out really well. And then I was doing all this crazy stuff in the background with just lines. Just Photoshop stuff and all. But the story was about the creation of the world, in that there was this ice mountain or whatever, and on it was the frost giant. Oh, what was his name? The one from Thor, Ymir or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because supposedly I did a little bit of research into it, and supposedly there's a story in which Zeus and Ymir battle, and they created the land, the world, from their battle, and that's what this was supposed to show. It's Zeus and
Zeus fought a frost giant.
Yeah, and
Zeus.
he sends down a lightning bolt, and he splits open the yes. Ymir is listed in Greek mythology, and then he's
the Norse.
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm not lying. Why would I lie?
Because you get confused.
Yeah, I do. But that was the last page I did. Was he's sending down the lightning bolt, and then there's character designs. This is part of my portfolio. When I applied for shows where they want to see your work, I would send them to this website where they could see.
Cool.
My portfolio. Yeah. But yeah, I just never finished the story. I started
finished.
it and never finished. Yeah, I know.
See, if it were finished, it'd make a great ash can.
Well, for some reason, if I remember correctly, I was going for, not a square book, but a, you know, when they do comics where they do them sideways, where it's stapled at the top and instead of the side. That's what I was kind of going for.
I hate those.
Yeah, well, I do too, but this was supposed to be a coloring book. But yeah, that first page was really nice. I like that one a lot. This one here.
It'd be better to be one of those comics that's more like a pad. You know,
like a pad.
You know those storybooks? It's about the same size dimensions as a comic, but it's just flipped on its side. It's not stapled at the top; it's on the side.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
But it's long ways.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about those comics that flip. Like you read them, the spine's in the same place. You just read them turned sideways.
No.
No, you mean like Liberty Meadows, where it's like a comic strip.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's fine. Those are fine. I like those. Okay, that's fine. Print it as an ash can like that.
Right.
That would be fine. Okay, I thought you were talking about those where it's turned on its side, but the staples.
You have to flip them up. No.
Yeah, I hate. Yeah, the flip up. I hate.
Yeah. Nope. I know what you mean.
On the side is fine. That's fine. It would work. It would work really well. How long would it take you to finish that?
Oh, I don't know. I never actually sat down and wrote out the story, so I don't know how many more pages were needed. I mean, I was getting close to it. Actually, the story was supposed to be 3 stories. It was supposed to be a story about Zeus, a story about Poseidon, and a story about Hades, kind of setting up.
How long was that one supposed to be?
They were all supposed to be like 20 pages.
Well, you suck.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know that.
That would have made a nice ash can as a supplement. Like those shouldn't be included in the books until like the omnibuses. Those should be supplemental ash cans.
Well, let me see. How many pages was this to begin with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pages. I could easily make this into a 22-page ash can, you know?
20's fine. It doesn't have to be 22.
Hey, E. Michael, how's it going, man? What's up? We just talking stuff. We just talking stuff.
I mean, just imagine, $25 they get a full graphic novel. A little bit more, they get an ash can.
Well, instead of doing an ash can, I wanted to do a coloring book.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, well, whatever. All right. Oh, all righty, Michael. We're going to do some drawing. I'm not sure what I'm drawing just yet, but I know I'm going to do some drawing. Actually, my camera's... Hold on, let me fix this camera. Oh, there we go. Now we're back to perfect. All right. Actually, you know what I should do? Since I'm talking about it, maybe I should do the layouts for the rest of that story. And maybe actually start working on it again. That might be nice.
You would have time to do it and have it as a black and white to wrap it up and make it a black and white ash can to go with the campaign.
Well, those pages were coming rather quickly when I was working on them. I was having a lot of fun with them, and they were coming rather quickly, but they were taking me away from book 3, which, I was trying to do them both at the same time. And
well, right now, stop working on book 3, work on that for an ash can to go with the trade, and get your edits done for at least the first chapter of book 2, because it's only going to be about a week. I'll be ready.
Oh, I forgot about that. I know. Okay. All right.
It's only going to be about a week.
Yeah.
Maybe a few days, maybe a couple of days over a week from now.
Well, I started working on prepping book 1, and I did like the first 7 pages. There wasn't much to change on those because those pages all look fantastic.
That's enough to keep me busy for almost 2 weeks.
Well, I'm talking about book 1, not book 2.
Oh, yeah, book 2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because you're going to have to make those edit changes to the color pages.
I know. Well, like I said, most of that, it's perfect. I don't have to do. The one thing I did change is, that one page that's like the page before the first page where it's just the dialogue. It has the 2 pictures of the butterflies. I tweaked the script just a little bit to add some stuff in that I wanted to include. So,
and I mean, there might be some adjusting to the colors, like to brighten things up a little, because I don't know how it looks on your monitor, and which one of our monitors is closest to print.
Yeah.
Some of that needs to be done with all the colors flattened, especially if we're going to convert to CMYK for traditional printing.
Yeah.
That really has to be done after it's flattened. Because if you convert to CMYK while it's all in layers, the color shifts are massive.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, huge. Huge. There's a little bit of a color shift when it's flattened, but it's not as drastic as when it's flattened.
Okay, well. I actually had these pages all laid out previously. I wonder what I did with the layouts. That's what happens when I switch from one thing to another.
Without consulting me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this one page with the close up of the polar bear's face, I really like that one. I had to do a lot of Google searches to get the look I wanted. I could probably wrap up this one story pretty quickly because it was almost done anyway.
Mm-hmm. I think it would make a really nice ash can.
Yeah, I think you're right.
To go with the book. I mean,
but I'm not going to make it an ash can. I'm going to make it a coloring book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, just the normal guys would do it as would do an ash can. I'm doing something different. Yeah, what do you think of those British people, man? They're crazy, aren't they?
I halfway think it's just a troll job, you know, like it's not serious. But then again, you can't tell because so many people are so bat poop crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this is a troll, right? This is just a troll. This has got to be just a cheesy, goofy troll, and it's nothing, like nothing serious is meant by it. But then again, I'm like, I don't know. People are awfully crazy these days. It's confusing.
Well, I think at some point they sat down and said, we need to bring attention to our project.
Yeah.
And if we can't get attention to it by getting onto these Comicsgate live streams and get attention, that we need to do it another way. And they decided to go the exact opposite way and start attacking the Comicsgate community.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that's not going to go well if they're trying to. Like, I don't think attacking anyone's going to serve you well.
Yeah.
In your campaign. Comparing and contrasting your behavior versus someone else's who's exhibiting bad negative behavior towards consumers or towards fans or towards other pros, that could help. But just like attacking someone, I don't think it's going to do you any good. It's not. Somewhere along the line, you're not going to come out looking good.
Well, I mean, I've sent messages to several of the main Comicsgate people and didn't get responses back. And I'm not upset. I'm not, going to throw a little hissy fit tantrum. No. I understand they get these things all the time,
All day.
Yeah.
It's like, we're number 520 in line that won on the show. So, yeah, we get it.
Yeah. one of my goals for going to New York this year was to find and reach out to a Comicsgate person, one of the ones in the community, and introduce myself and show them Hero and so forth. And I did. I met Mike S. Miller, and he liked it. And
seems like a good dude.
Now I need to follow back up with him. I kind of dropped the ball in the fact that I probably should have followed back up with him the day I got back, but it's all right. What I think?
They're probably not. They're also they want your campaign to be ready to go, like and
yeah, I realize that. Well, that one of the things we might need to be prepared for is it may take a while to get noticed by them.
Yes.
So it may not be smart to do a 30-day campaign because it may take longer than that to get noticed,
No, really. I wonder
if somebody else has suggested that to me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
For part of that reason. Huh. Oh well. Whoever he was, I'm sure he's a very handsome and smart fellow.
I don't know anybody that matches that description.
I do. I see him every day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Somebody you work with, or?
I'm talking about me. I'm being very mindful because my first instinct is to start cursing at you, and I'm fighting that instinct. Makes it harder to come up with funny things to say and to berate you with when I can't curse to do it.
Yeah, well.
It's it's so stifling. Stifling. Just want to yell at you.
What has that ever stopped, you know?
I don't want to curse on your channel. It hurts your fifis.
Yeah, I prefer you not to.
So I'll wait.
This is normally when Todd would jump in and say something like crap and
oh yeah. He would just go ahead and curse or something. Or say something real borderline where you're kind of like, do I have to stop and edit that? Am I going to have to delete this and edit it, or can I let that slide?
yeah, I'm not editing. It takes way too much time to go through all that. Do you remember the scene in the Bullwinkle introduction where there's like a lightning bolt and the person falls through the cracks and all of a sudden things start popping up? That's what's happening in this scene. So as Zeus unleashes a lightning bolt that splits open the world as it is. Yeah, the bear falls through and falls to the center of the world, and all of a sudden things start popping out and becomes the land, and then the melting ice becomes the water and the oceans and so forth. And
Q.
That's how Zeus created the world.
Q.
All right. I think I lost track of how many pages I was in.
Q.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is page 6.
1, 2, 3, 4. Get your body on a floor. Gotta get it up to get down.
15, 16, 17. Okay. What are you singing?
Awful.
You know, Ethan was talking about Sesame Street the other day, and I had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stuck in my head for, God, a day and a half at least.
Oh man, Sesame Street. I have not. Like, I can watch Muppets as an adult and be like, that's cool. Sesame Street, like, you outgrow that at 5, and you just never look back.
Well, see, I asked Mike, I said, did you watch Sesame Street when you were a kid? Because I really didn't. I wasn't paying attention back then. He said, yeah, Dad, of course. And I'm like, okay, I had no idea. You know?
It's just you leave it really quick. Like, I could sit down and watch some of the other Jim Henson stuff, like The Muppet Show, Fraggle Rock, and get a kick out of it, nostalgia-wise. But Sesame Street, I can't. I'm just like, no.
Fraggle Rock. I remember Fraggle Rock.
I loved that one when I was little. Like, by 4 or 5, you're out of Sesame Street. But like at 5 and 6, I still really I liked Fraggle Rock. Like, when we had HBO, the couple of times we had HBO when I was a little kid, I was like, I liked Fraggle Rock. I thought it was awesome. And I liked The Storyteller when Jim Henson did that. Of course, Dark Crystal and Labyrinth, all of them.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think I've ever seen Labyrinth all the way through. I think I've seen parts of it and not all of it.
I've seen all of it a few times. I like Dark Crystal more, and I've seen it more. I can't tell you how many times I've seen Dark Crystal. I watched that. I I I break that out and watch that at least like once a year or every other year. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
It's like the original Star Wars. I can't tell you how many times I watched it. I really don't know. I know I haven't watched the original Star Wars since the special editions came out. I haven't seen it because they all, unless you have a VCR with the old cuts on video, you can't watch them anymore. And there's not a like you can still find working VCRs, but
Hey, do you know? I know TBS has the rights to the Star Wars movies for television. Do they have the rights for the originals?
they only show these special editions. That's all I've ever seen. Because that was one of the things on Thanksgiving Day on TV. I believe it was. Wait, was it TBS or USA?
It's TBS who has the rights.
Yeah,
it's Turner. It's Turner Broadcasting.
Yeah. Like every Thanksgiving, they would show the Star Wars movies over and over in order on Thanksgiving when I was a kid. Like on Thanksgiving Day, it was A New Hope, Empire, Jedi. A New Hope, Empire, Jedi. It was one of the cable channels that did that every year.
Yeah.
All day long. That's what that, and I, I think I watched it every time. But since they've sort of abandoned the old fans completely, and that's not just a Disney thing. Lucas abandoned the original fans long before Disney came along. So not all the blame can be put on Disney.
Sure, it can.
Because Georgie Porgy abandoned them a long time ago.
Okay. Might be able to turn this into a 21-page story.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think so. I still have to write all the dialogue and all that good stuff, but,
Cool.
I can always do that later. Draw a picture of Hero as a kid. I got a reminder by Facebook this morning or actually I think it was yesterday, about I was talking about the transition page, the one in which he's sitting at the water and he touches the water and it ripples, and then when it clicks clear, he's an adult. And I love telling that story about how that's a transition page, and it's just like the Disney movies, like The Lion King, when Simba and Pumbaa and Timon are walking across the log singing, and all of a sudden Simba's a grown-up adult. It's just like that. Or when Tarzan is a little kid and he's in the water and he gets thrown up into the air, and when he comes back down, he's an adult. It's the transition part of the story. And Mike hates it when I explain to everybody because he's like, Dad, you tell somebody it's a transition page, they know what you're talking about. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to cite examples. But I cite examples every single time. And
yeah, it's one of your most annoying qualities. The way you spend a lot of time over explaining things.
Well, I just want to make sure you get it. Just want to make sure you got it.
Yeah.
You got it, right? Or do you need me to explain it again? Because
No,
I will. I gladly will.
I know. I know.
Somebody set a meeting for 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So Mike has to give me a ride into work, drop me off, and then go into work. And then he doesn't get off till 6, which means I'll be stuck at work till 6 o'clock at least.
Oh, wow.
That just sucks.
Oh, Yellow Flash just posted a new video.
Oh, yeah?
He's salty. I like him.
Oh, my God. You're not making his beak green, are you?
Think about the lighting.
Still.
It's not green. It's... What color is yellow when you throw a shadow on it?
Purple.
No.
Y'all figured out why I'm not coloring my own book yet? I think I'd put purple on a lot of things, to be honest with you.
There are purples in here, but it's purples shadowing oranges. But this is sunrise. I've got to do it a little differently than I did the purples and stuff and the orange and purples in the sunset. So this is more golden with some purples. And since his body's brown, he's an eagle, the tree's brown. But there is purple creating these shadows that come off as green.
Mm-hmm.
The color laid on top of them that creates that green was purple.
If you say so.
And the reason his beak is green is because of the way you did your shadows, your shadow layer.
Oh, all right. Well, you have to remember, I never imagined it would be colored. So you coloring it is like super, super special.
But that's the reason it's all yellows and oranges with greens and purples in the shadows to keep it from being exactly like the orange sunset that was all oranges and purples. I don't want it to be the same. And it's a little more monochromatic this time.
Well, I did a really good job with those gray tones on that page, I think. On those pages.
Right. Yeah, they're all right.
Mainly because I was trying to make them stand out as being something, not part of the story. So little hero.
Yeah, so those 2 pages are done. 152 and 155.
Okay, excellent.
153 and 154, that background color is all done on both of those. And some of the previous pages
of
those are almost done. A couple of them I haven't touched yet.
Those are the ones you're not showing, right?
Yes, I'm definitely not showing like 146 through the 140. Yeah, it's around 145 through the end.
Okay.
Or 146. It's somewhere around there through the end to 149. I'm 150. I'm not showing at all.
Okay.
I'm not going to show it all. A couple of those pages I haven't touched yet. Several of the others are almost done.
Yeah, guys, I asked him not to show all the pages because there's kind of a...
It's a big action scene of the... And half these pages, these extra pages, were already done. Or a third of them are done. Something like that. There's 8 of them and like 3 or 4 of them are already done.
Okay, very cool. We are cruising along, people. We are cruising along.
What I'm hoping to happen tomorrow, what is it, 154? Yeah, I'm hoping to have 153, 154, and a couple of the other pages, the previous pages that come up to the end of the story, done.
Okay.
Done by the end of tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping to happen.
Very cool.
That's what I'm shooting for, man.
That is awesome. Avery's great. He made me a chocolate cake.
Oh, whoa. Hey, these halos on these characters for this epilogue, I'm leaving them filled in with color. I think I don't know. I just think it looks kind of cool. It looks different.
Okay.
I think it just looks different than the other pages with the halos.
If I don't like it later, I'll take it out.
Yeah, well, since it's left in layers, you could go along and because your halos aren't strokes on these characters.
Yeah, I know. That was prior to learning how to do strokes. So
it's kind of a mess. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Just saying, you're really bad at this.
I know. I know. All right. This is little young hero and his belt. I don't know why he's wearing a belt, but he's wearing a belt.
Hey, what do you think about always portraying Zeus with sort of a gold color on him? Like the sunrise casts on him.
Well, you've already colored him in previous pages, so.
Oh yeah, but there was lighting.
That was at night.
Yeah, and I did it all like that monochromatic mood lighting thing. It wasn't like local color. Okay, we'll just leave the mood lighting for now.
Okay. Yeah, the thing about Zeus and the gods is the word balloons. They don't have the outside ring around them.
Yeah, ring around the.
So whenever you see a character talking and they don't have the stroke around their word balloons, you know they're a god.
Yeah.
Huh. Don't you know?
No, I don't know. Don't you know?
I just told you, so obviously I knew.
Are you sure?
Well,
are you sure?
I'm never sure.
No,
wasn't there an old commercial about deodorant? Are you sure, or something like that?
No, I was asking, are you sure? Are you sure?
Sure about what?
Shore, like the heart of shore, like Lorcan.
I have no idea what larking is.
You don't know lore.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Lorcan. I'm just saying. The Nords call him shore.
You're just speaking riddles to me right now. I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right. But Skyrim really is for the Nords. Just saying.
See, if it's Skyrim, I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
It's not all just Skyrim.
I'm sure
I had to smash the Heart of Shore the other day, and I was in Vardenfell.
Hey, you want to go with me and go in on Mike's birthday present?
I don't have any money.
Oh, all right. Well, that's fine. I can just say it was from you too.
Okay.
Okay. He wants that video game.
What video game?
The Lego Supervillains game.
Oh, okay.
DC, and they got a special edition version at Best Buy.
Oh, cool.
And I have a $5 gift thing for Best Buy. So
How much is the game?
oh, I have no idea. Probably $59.99 or something. Yeah, but the kid's worth it, you know. I'll spend $60 on him. All right, what do you think? Here's my little quick sketch of young hero.
Oh, if I had the money, I would have bought Injustice 2 and played it and give it to him after I played it. What's that? Like I did the first Injustice.
Yeah, yeah.
I bought it. I played it. I was like, okay, got the story here, Mike.
He enjoyed that. He liked that idea.
Yeah, I know. Well, I figured he would, but I was never going to play it again. I just wanted the story.
How was the story?
It was all right. I played it twice. I actually played it twice. I played as two different characters to see what changed.
Yeah.
Was like, okay, that's good enough. And then I was just like, here, Mike.
Here, check out my fortune for this evening.
Hold on, let me stop sharing.
You know, I'll just read it to you. You don't have to share. It says, "In the end, all things will be known." That's an interesting fortune. So, do I have to come to the end to know all the lottery numbers?
No.
By the way, did you buy a ticket for tonight's drawing?
No.
Tonight's drawing is the 620 million. I mean, granted, it's not $1.5 billion, but
wait,
620.
No, yeah. When I bought my tickets the other day, what was it? It was either Monday or Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
I got tickets for both. So yeah, I do have a ticket for that.
Oh, okay, very good.
I'll take it.
Yeah, me too.
I'd be like, okay. Yeah.
Oh, you want to see something funny? You probably can't tell, but well, actually, you can.
Your face?
My new phone that I just bought like a week ago.
Yeah, you broke it.
I got a crack right through the screen.
Oh, now you're in the poor loser club with me.
Well, no. The lady, when I bought the phone, said, "Do you want the warranty? It's only $20 extra." And I said, all right, let me go ahead and do it. So I bought the warranty.
Oh.
So I'll take it back this weekend and get a new phone. She even said, in case you break the screen, you can just bring it right back. And, you know, I even still have the original box and everything. Matter of fact, I think the receipt's in here. God dang it. Am I going to be lucky and have everything? I even have the receipt. Hot damn. How long ago did I buy this thing? What is today's date? The 22nd?
I don't know time.
I literally bought this phone 2 weeks ago. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
A couple of years ago, I went through 3 phones in a month.
Really?
I dropped one that started it off. The replacement, I accidentally dropped in the sink. And the third one burned up really, really fast.
And this was all within 3 months?
Less.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was less. It was like a few weeks. It was like 3 or 4 weeks.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Dropped one, dropped the next one in the sink, and the third one burned up. It like malfunctioned and burned itself up.
That's insane. What were you doing with it at the time?
Nothing.
Nothing?
It was just the last time I ever buy a Samsung.
Oh. My last one was a Samsung, and it lasted forever. I bought it. Jen really liked it, so I went out and bought her one, and then something happened to hers, and we replaced it. And then Mike liked it, so we went out and bought him a new one, and then something happened to his, and then I bought another one, and then something happened to his again. We bought a third one for him. So we had actually gone through 3 phones since I got my phone. And then it died.
Yeah, I'll never buy another one of those Galaxies again.
Oh, I liked my Galaxy. That was my favorite phone.
I liked it too, but it burned up it burned itself up, dude.
You had to have been doing something to it, man.
Nothing.
All right. If you say so.
Nothing.
Hey, look, I just found $1.
It was actually quite common in the Galaxy 5s. Galaxy 5s had a problem.
I found $1 on my drawing
table.
No,
I had a Galaxy 1 and it burned up too. They overheat.
Yeah, I think I had a Galaxy 2. But the last one I had was an LG, and I liked that one a lot.
You know what? All the LGs that I've had that have something gone wrong with, that was all 100% me. Like, I dropped it.
Yeah.
And that's what tore it up.
Oh. Well, I was looking around seeing for something to do because I didn't want to do another drawing, but I got Legos I could put together.
Legos suck.
I got a little mini Lego set.
You're awful.
I know, but these things are so much fun.
No, they're not. Are they Legos or are they fun? You're confusing me.
Oh, Dick. You know, I've had this for several weeks, and I just haven't put it together, so I'm going to put it together now. Get out my scissors and make it into a video. Make it into a video. You can make anything into a video nowadays. Somebody out there is looking for whatever it is you're doing. You know? This one doesn't say what it is, but it's a Ninjago or Ninjago. Ninjago.
Okay, you're about to get a strike. The way you keep mispronouncing that, you need to slow down and enunciate, because you's about to get a community strike.
No, I wasn't.
I'm just saying. It's like, you're not allowed to say that. Only they can say that.
You're so bad. You're not right, man. You're not right in the head.
What? What did I do?
Hey, did you see Tony put up some his preview video for this week for new comics?
No.
And somehow, I'm not sure if he got to order them directly, but he had a bunch of New York Comic-Con exclusive comics. And I'm looking at that going, why the heck would anybody go to the New York Comic-Con to get an exclusive if the retail stores could just order them, you know?
Yeah.
Because I know he did not make it up to New York Comic-Con this year, but he had some of the New York variants. And I'm like, you know, there was a time when you could only get those variants if you went to those shows, you know?
You could get them on eBay or something later.
Yeah, of course you could, but that's not the point. The point is you had to go to the show to get them. You couldn't just order them as a retailer, you know?
I don't know if he did order them did he order them as a retailer?
Maybe, because he had copies.
He might have had somebody pick them up for him at New York.
Well, he was showing them off with the new comics for the week, so I assumed he got them with the new comics for the week.
Well, he got them as a dealer. I don't know.
Well, that's like when you see stuff for like the New York comic or the whenever we would go to Books A Million, and you would see they had what was it? Good God, you know what I'm trying to say.
No.
The San Diego Comic-Con exclusive stuff
Oh,
actually
yeah.
in the store.
Oh, yeah. It's like, that was supposed to be... Why is that in a retail store?
Yeah. They had to be able to order it because they had extras. So they weren't really New York Comic-Con or San Diego Comic-Con exclusives.
They weren't as exclusive as they were saying.
Yeah.
That or not as many people wanted him as they want to pretend.
Well, there was one year that I went to the New York Comic-Con and Dave asked me to look out for something for him, and I said, "Sure, what is it?" He said they have an exclusive Rocket Raccoon plush. And to be honest with you, I didn't want to stand in the line, so I kind of waited till the last day and then looked into it, and they had the sign said sold out. So I'm like, "Oh man, I tried."
I wouldn't stand in line for any of that crap.
No, I wasn't going to do that. The only thing I stood in line for was for our mutual friends who liked Loot Crate stuff. Remember that?
Yeah.
You know, I stood in line for that.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, well, trust me, I didn't do it again. They were not. I don't think they were very impressed with what they got to begin with. So.
No, that Loot Crate stuff's all crap.
Yeah. Is that company having some financial difficulties? Because I heard something about them, having issues.
I don't know. I wish they'd have issues. They're awful. I think they're... I don't like Loot Crate. I think they're awful. Am I mean? I'm mean. I'm being mean. I need to stop being mean. I'm not a fan. There. So...
Well, I think the idea was a cool idea, but the company itself, a lot of their exclusives that they offered through the Loot Crate were stuff you could get. They were making it available for stores. They actually did that for a while. All right, let's see. Now we get to put the people together.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Loot Crate.
Well, it's Ninja Girl. I don't know what her name is, but she's got a ninja sword.
What? It's the crack-addled boomer.
What?
Nothing.
Are you calling me a crack-addled boomer?
I would never. Dude, you are my best person I hate the least. I would never.
Man, if these people only knew that some of the funniest crap we say happens after the stream because you're trying to hold back.
Oh. Oh, yeah, because I'm trying not to, say, really belligerent, awful things. In case you're wondering, yes, I am a bad person.
Look, this thing is adorable. Isn't it adorable?
And I try to contain it for my friend's live stream.
And I do appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But look how adorable this is.
Hold on.
You got the
okay. Okay.
You got the training robot, and you got the ninja girl with the sword, and then you got the little spinny thing. Isn't that hilarious?
It looks like Rose Tico. Literally.
I hate to say it, but it kind of does, doesn't it?
I mean, I think it's even life size.
Oh my God, you're just so mean.
No, yeah. I was like, no, I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah. See, now I got to get out my little container.
Oh.
This is what I put all my Legos in.
All right.
It's this little container thing.
Super.
Super duper duper, man. Don't you know?
No. No one knows. Not even the shadow.
No. Oh. All right. Oh. Did you play with Legos when you were a kid?
No, I couldn't afford Legos.
Did you have knockoffs? Like,
no.
What were the knockoffs that they make?
No, I couldn't afford those either.
Really? Don't you want to try to relive your glory days or your young days when you didn't have Legos by going out and buying Legos?
No, I've never been a fan of Legos.
Really? See, I liked Legos when I was a kid, but I didn't have a lot of them. But Michael, he has a lot of Legos because, freaking A, that's what he's got a job for, you know?
Yeah.
This is why else?
I think you comprehend how poor I grew up.
I know.
I'm talking like long periods of time where we didn't have electricity or hot water, and we weren't camping. It's just the way things were.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when
rich people with their like hot water.
Hot water and electricity.
Yeah, dude.
Man, I can remember having the electricity turned off on us a couple of times when we were first married.
Oh, you and your Jen?
Yeah, because we were kind of bad about, paying bills and so forth.
I can remember not having electricity for weeks or months at a time.
Really? We never had it that bad, but we'd be with that. Oh my God, it was the one time I was at work and they came and shut off the water. And Jen was in the shower and she was like, "Can you please wait till I finish taking a shower?" And they said, "Nope, sorry, can't do it." And they just turned off the water.
Yeah. Well, they're not there to be your friend.
No, they're not. I remember she called her dad, and her dad gave her the money to go pay the bill, and oh well. What happens when you're young and dumb? Or as Avery and I would call it, yesterday.
We're not that young.
We're
just dumb.
I'm still pretty dumb.
Yeah, we're just dumb. We're not young. We're just stupid.
Stupid. All right. Well, guys. Oh, Avery, are you screen sharing? Are you able to see what I got?
Okay, hold on.
I want to show you my next. I'm so looking forward to putting this set together. I bought it like weeks and weeks ago. I may even have shown it to you. I just haven't put it together yet.
Oh, cool.
It's a treehouse.
Fantastic.
But it's a 3-in-1 where you can build the treehouse, or you can build a boat, or you can build like a secret cave. And I told Mike I'm going to put it together, and I'm going to record myself doing it. But I don't know which one I want to be the last one, to be the one that keeps it all together. I think I like the treehouse the best. Isn't that fantastic, guys? Yeah, I know. I know. All right, so we did one.
I thought Legos were baby toys anyway when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah. They were looked at as baby toys.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how old I was when I stopped doing Legos, but because it was Michael who started collecting Legos again, and I kind of got hooked on it. Do you know what it was? Do you know what it was that got me back into Legos? It was the Lego Batman movie minifigs. One of them was Batman in a pink pink tutu with wings. A fairy Batman is what it was. And I saw that, and it just was so freaking funny. I told Mike, I said, Mike, we've got to collect that. And we started, when we found them, we started buying them, and we completed our set. And I just got hooked from there. So every time they put out a new blank bag or blind bag set, I just got to get them all. But I've gotten better to where I can tell what's in the package, so we try not to get in as many duplicates. So with the last Harry Potter set that came out, we got 2 duplicates out of 24, which was pretty good. We completed the set, but we only had 2 duplicates, so we did pretty good. And I think Mike was telling me the next set is the Lego Movie Series 2 set. So welcome to Lego Talk. This is the artist Andrew, the Lego collector, and his trusty sidekick Avery, who loves Legos. Actually, that's not true. Avery does not like Legos. He likes Duplo.
I don't like either one.
Duplo is the baby Legos, by the way.
Oh.
They're the Legos made for the little kids. So, all right.
I don't know the difference.
All right. Well, E. Michael, thanks a lot for joining us. Jerry, I know you're probably out there, so appreciate you joining in. I know this this live stream started to slip down to the bottom pits of hell talking about Legos, but you know, sometimes you get bored and got to come up with something to talk about. So the next time we do. Oh, wait a minute. Today's Wednesday, isn't it?
Yes.
Today's not Monday. Today's Wednesday. Jeez Louise. I even looked at the calendar. Today is not Monday. It's Wednesday. Crimey. All right. Yeah. So the next time we do the live stream, okay, I'm gonna throw this out to Avery. The next time I do a live stream, which will be Friday, no limitations.
Wait, what?
Cursing is allowed. We're gonna go full whatever you want.
Oh, Todd has to be here then.
We will invite. I invite Todd every time. So
no, he needs to be here. So
okay. Well, we'll let him know. So I
have somebody to be belligerent with.
Okay, so all the regulars out there, we're gonna do a no holds barred, whatever you want, you know, roast me live stream, you know, just have fun, and I will not hold it over these guys' head.
If we curse.
If you curse, yeah, exactly.
Oh boy.
So, but that does not mean you get to go on a cursing rampage or whatnot.
Oh, is it strange my nipples are hard right now?
Oh my god. Oh no, actually, no, it's not strange. I know what turns you on, man. I know what you want.
God.
And Friday is also the eve of me becoming the father of a 25-year-old. So, do you realize that? My oldest will be 25 years old on Saturday.
Mikey's going to be 25 on Saturday?
25, yes.
Ooh.
Isn't that crazy?
That's a little weird, man.
And Todd's oldest is 17 months.
Yes.
Which
he's barely over a year.
Yeah. I've got such a leg up on all you guys. Yeah, and Avery's only got, what, 3 or 4 of them out there in the world somewhere? Sure.
Good luck proving it.
Good luck proving it, okay. So, all right, so once again, we're going to live stream again Friday, starting about 7:30 Eastern time, and I'm going to take the chains off. I'm going to let the guys, you know, do and say whatever they want, and...
I left that baby on the doorstep and ran. Ding dong!
Dude, I swear to God, if there's a kid out there that looks anything like you, he would be my son. Oh my God, I can't make that joke around Jen. She doesn't like that joke.
I'm sure.
No, she's not a fan of that joke.
I'm sure she's not. What woman would be?
I know. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for joining us. And like we said, we're going to do this again on Friday, and we're going to have a little bit more fun on Friday. I don't know how much drawing I'm going to get done, but, it should be interesting. All right, everybody. Thanks for checking us out, and we'll catch y'all next time. Say goodbye, Avery.
Bye, Avery.